Ford almost killed this car in the 1970s, then buried it under a shrunken, gas-sipping shell people wanted to forget. And yet, 60 years later, it's still one of the most recognizable cars on Earth. This is how the Ford Mustang refused to die, and how it turned affordable into legendary. Stick around, because the reason it survived is way weirder than you think. New York World's Fair. Ford didn't unveil a supercar. They unveiled a car almost anyone could afford, and people lost their minds anyway. Why? Because Ford sold something smarter than horsepower. They sold identity. Pick your engine, pick your look, pick your personality. This was your car, built your way. But here's what Ford didn't expect. People didn't just want to look fast. They wanted to be fast. And that demand was about to create a name that still makes gearheads go quiet with respect. We'll get there, but first, things almost fell apart. Enter Carroll Shelby. Ford handed him a Mustang and basically said, "Make it a weapon." Out came the GT350. And overnight, the Mustang stopped being the cute, affordable car and became a genuine threat on the track. Then the muscle car era exploded. Boss 302. Mach 1. Engines so big they practically had their own zip code. The Mustang wasn't just a car anymore, it was a statement. And then almost overnight, the whole party stopped. The 1970s hit like a truck. Fuel crisis, new regulations. The muscle car era got gutted almost overnight. And Ford's answer? They shrank the Mustang. Slower, smaller, softer. Die-hard fans were furious. To a lot of people, it felt like the Mustang they loved had basically died, replaced by a watered-down imposter wearing its name. This is the part most car brands never recover from. But Ford didn't let go. Decade by decade, Ford kept fighting to rebuild what they'd lost. By the 90s, the Mustang started getting its muscle back, literally. Bigger, bolder, meaner. Then Ford did something genius. Instead of chasing the future and abandoning the past, they fused them. Classic Mustang DNA, that instantly recognizable shape, that attitude, combined with real modern engineering. And that decision is exactly what turned the Mustang from a nostalgic American coupe into something that could stand toe-to-toe with cars costing 3 times as much. Today's Mustang lineup is almost unfair. Screaming V8s, turbocharged options, track-ready models with tech that would have sounded like science fiction to that crowd at the 1964 World's Fair. And then there's the Shelby GT500, a Mustang with enough horsepower and track capability to humiliate cars that cost double, sometimes triple, the price. But here's the real flex. Ford never priced regular people out. The Mustang still gives you that "I own something special" feeling, without the exotic car bank account. That's not an accident. That's the entire formula, unchanged since 1964. Ferrari has an identity. Porsche has an identity. Corvette has an identity. But the Mustang has something none of them can copy. It feels American to its core. Freedom, customization, the pure joy of just driving. That's why you'll find Mustangs everywhere. Drag strips, movie sets, racetracks, your neighbor's garage. It didn't just become a car, it became a symbol. Is the Mustang the fastest car in the world? No. The most luxurious? Not even close. But it never needed to be. The Mustang's real power is that it almost died. And instead of disappearing, it evolved without losing its soul. Most brands can't survive one bad decade. The Mustang survived several and came back stronger every time. That's not luck. That's legendary. If a car that almost died built this kind of legacy, imagine what's next. Subscribe now, because the next car we're breaking down might just be the Mustang's biggest rival ever. And the ending might surprise you. Business opportunity details are available in the description below.